All right, y'all.
We're back.
We're back. We're Black and White Randomz podcast. I'm T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
all right. For y'all that are just joining or haven't watched any of our podcasts or listened to any of them,
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much throw Trish a bunch of random topics,
Yep.
popular topics,
Yep. I have no idea.
world events, maybe, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And then we just hash it out. We talk about it.
Yeah. We
You
might
know?
circle back at some point. We're open to suggestions. So if you have a suggestion, hit us up. You can comment. If you're listening, find us on YouTube at Black and White is Reacts is REACZ. You'll also find our reaction videos there. So let us know.
Yeah, do that. Like, comment, share.
Subscribe.
If you're on our YouTube. Follow us on Spotify.
And Amazon Music.
There you go. All right, so moving along.
Okay.
So.
Okay. What's up?
Matter of fact.
Okay.
All right, so this is a story time.
Okay.
There's a guy who also is going viral right now.
Okay.
On TikTok. Because him and his wife decided that, it was time for them to get married. And
okay. Congratulations.
They wanted to invite all their family members and friends to their wedding.
Okay.
He charged all of them $450 or attempted to charge all of them $450 to attend their wedding. Now, he claims that him and the wife, because weddings are so expensive now, has spent over $100,000, almost $200,000 on their wedding.
Jesus.
And his argument was, I don't feel like it was that bad to charge you guys $450 to come see your friend and your loved one, when you guys can spend over $1,000 and something to go see Chris Brown or take pictures with him, or spend over $1,000 or whatever the case may be, to go see Beyonce. Like, I don't really see an issue with it.
If you've spent 6 figures on your wedding, you're financially sound enough that you shouldn't be charging people to come. That's how I feel about it.
Right.
Because no one told you it had to be that grand.
Why did y'all spend that much money on it? And my thing is this: who is charging people to come to their wedding? And then I had more questions. Like, is this a destination wedding? Like, because then, like, you already got to fly yourself out to their wedding if that's the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you have friends that are local, or you guys chose to have your venue, at somewhere outside of the United States or in, East Coast, West Coast, depending on where you are and family. Like, it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
So no. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like you just doing too much.
Yeah, if you've already paid 6 figures, you shouldn't be charging nobody nothing.
And I
I'm
also
sorry.
feel like this, like, you shouldn't expect no wedding gifts, dog. If that's
right, at that point, you're not getting a gift.
And I'm not saying, like, we broke over here in these streets, but, like, $450, dog.
Yeah, that's no.
First, we in a recession over here in the United States, right? Bruh, $450. You're losing your mind.
Yeah, I would.
I'm finna pay $450 to come to your wedding.
Yeah, I agree.
Family or not,
you have lost your mind. You've definitely lost your mind.
Especially if you paid that much for it, and then depending on how many people they invited, sound like they was trying to get their money back.
That's what it sounds like.
Think about it. $450
a person, man.
What is that, like $900?
And if you're willing to spend $100,000 on a wedding, you're probably inviting at least 100 people. No,
2 people already $900 in the clip.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. A stack right there.
That's crazy. No,
right there, you already got a stack. So imagine this. You done invited 10 people. Now you up the daggone there at $5K. Like, you see where I'm going at? Yeah. So you, sir, because he didn't explain. So I feel like y'all was just trying to get y'all money back. Yeah. What y'all kicked out for that wedding. Yeah. If y'all in fact kicked out that $100K or whatever.
I fully agree with that.
Because, like, bro, you just trying to get yourself closer and closer to where you need to be.
Yeah. You're just trying to get that money back. No.
Bro, you invite 180 people. That's right out the bat.
Yo, like, come on, bro. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. No, we're not. No, not doing that.
180.
You could have eloped.
180 people. You at $90K.
You could have eloped and put
Like, come
you could
on,
have
bro.
eloped, and even if you do a real fancy elopement with a nice honeymoon, you could have put 80 in your pocket. Like, no, mm-mm. Y'all big tripping.
Yeah,
Big,
180 people, you
big
almost at
tripping.
90K. Like, come on, bro.
No.
Like, what we really talking about?
You done lost
Like,
your
you
mind.
must think people stupid. Because, like, you can easily, for real, if you got a nice venue, you can find 180 people to invite. He
You
probably
sure
was
can.
inviting people he ain't seen since high school.
Probably
Hey,
he probably went all the way back there. This was my next door neighbor's cousin's
and then don't have
sister.
a big family on top of it.
Right now.
Oh, heck, they
Y'all
inviting
tripping.
extended relatives and all type. Like, come
Mm-mm.
on, bro. Like,
Your parents'
people
country
not dumb,
club buddies?
especially me,
No.
because I can do math real fast.
Yeah.
Like,
That
don't
that's
give
that's
me
her
questions.
department, not mine. Absolutely. All math issues direct to her. Don't come to me
Yeah,
with
you
nothing.
got the game twisted, sir.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
what are we talking about?
Yeah, no. That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw this out here because I saw like a recent interview. Well, I don't know how recent it was, but it was a clip of Olympian uh Sydney McLaughlin, Laroni,
Okay.
or whatnot, which we know she done broke her record X amount 5 times. She broke the world record initially the first time, and then broke it 5 more times after that.
Right.
Um, so if you guys don't know, she is Christian. Um, she has been known to thank God, thank Jesus publicly. Um, After pretty much every race she has,
Okay.
trials, tribulation, like you hear her just outright just thanking God.
Okay.
And she was doing an interview, and the interviewer pretty much asked her like, if it would, if that were to cost you your endorsements, would you continue to praise God,
Mm.
praise Jesus publicly? And
Mm.
she pretty much was like, yeah, like
No.
that's not. She was like, it's my faith, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here without him. Like,
Right.
there's much more important things than me having a few endorsements here or there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why is this even a question?
Yeah, why is it a question that someone has to sacrifice their faith in order to have anything?
But
Like,
also, why would she want to work with a brand that's against her belief system, or not? Not even necessarily that you have to support her, because you can have a whole nother religion, but like, why does that matter?
right. Hmm. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. I don't know. I think the expectation, the idea that you expect someone to want to maintain their faith privately just to make you comfortable is outrageous. Just like what like people who want those who have chosen not to believe to be quiet about that. We
Mm-hmm.
can all be respectful without being rude. It is not our place to judge each other. So y'all trying to tell that woman she can't proclaim her faith out loud, y'all big tripping. That's not your
They
place
act
to
like
tell her.
she
You
out
can't
there
tell her
and
that.
gave a whole sermon at the end of her, winning her races or whatever. But it was a valid question. Not to say that that's actually happening to her, and I really
Right.
hope
I
that
hope
it's not
not.
happening to her. You know, but
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's no. You shouldn't even be asking people stuff like that.
no.
No.
Alrighty. So,
Uh-huh.
are you competing with childhood traumas when you attempt to fix a broken person?
Yes. You sure are. Yours and theirs.
Well, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's how I feel. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, like, and this is mostly going to fall on females. So I usually don't see dudes doing this too much. Men usually don't do this,
Yeah.
but like, women, we want to be fixing men that's broken. You can see they broken 10 times over. You dating a man that just came out of jail. You dating a man that just left prison.
Oh no, not prison.
Like,
Yeah.
can you let them go to therapy or something? And I'm not saying them people
Yeah.
can't change or be changed, but what I'm saying is, like, let's stop thinking that we see these qualities, and I see him for his potential. That's my
Yeah,
favorite
that is
one.
such a toxic statement.
Bro,
Oh my
I
god, that's
see the
so toxic.
potential. That implies that he's not there yet. And potential also leaves room for him never getting to his potential.
What
You
did
realize
Rihanna
that?
say? I saw your potential and that's what made me dumb. There you go. Y'all need to quote Rihanna. Okay? Because no.
Man,
Hey,
it's all the potential for me. It's
yeah,
like
no.
you saw potential in what?
And more often, like, psychologically, when you're trying to heal someone else, more than likely what you're actually trying to heal is that part of you that relates to them. So instead of putting that effort into the person that you've decided you're going to be with, if not romantically, even in friendships, people do this. You need to put that energy into yourself because that's you trying to heal yourself and you just have not realized it yet. Like y'all gotta shift that whole focus.
They gonna have to figure out how to shift something
Yeah.
because
Go to
there's
therapy.
no way
Y'all need to go to therapy.
that you saw all these bad qualities in that person. It's like I feel like it's the same thing when people know someone is mentally and physically have been abused in their lifetime,
Mhm.
and they still see certain qualities in them, and they like, yo, I can fix all that for them. How?
No.
Because the physical abuser, like the one that's been physically abused, usually turns into a physical
Yeah.
abuser. Um,
Mental abuse is hard to come back from. It's hard to recover from. It's hard to love someone through that. And you're going to damage yourself trying
trying to
to
be
fix
super
them.
saver hoe, like stop.
You're going to damage yourself and you're not going to realize it till it's too late and the
You
damage is
cannot
done.
save them.
Yeah, no, you cannot.
You can point them in directions to
Yep.
get them help.
You can support from afar,
No,
but you don't have to be living in the same house and sleeping in the same bed to support somebody through anything
you
like
do
that.
not. And stop thinking that you guys have to be that and do that.
Yeah.
It's no way.
Our goal in this life shouldn't be to fix our romantic partner. We can make each other better, but we shouldn't be trying to fix each
Hmm.
other.
Nope.
We need to fix ourselves.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So moving along. Authenticity versus attachment and attraction, meaning
Hmm.
in who you're attracting,
Okay.
right? Which
Okay.
one is better?
Authenticity. Definitely. I think it's authenticity. Some people would definitely say attachment, but I think it's authenticity. You're going to get out what you're going to get back what you put out.
Always be your authentic self
Yeah.
because that gives a person a chance to decide whether or not they really can
Mhm.
handle you at your worst. Because what happens oftentimes with attachment styles is like you attach yourself to how that person wants you to be or what they think you should be. So
Right.
you start attaching yourself to people that you aren't or behaviors and qualities, personality traits that you might or might not possess. Majority of the time it's the ones you don't possess
Right.
just to please this person. And I don't think that's
Yeah.
fair to the person because
No.
ultimately it's going to leave you feeling a specific type of way, and then that person is ultimately probably going to get up and leave you because it also comes off as needy,
Mm.
which is a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah. And if you don't begin your relationship or even you can go a couple years, right, not being your authentic self, there is going to come a point where you're not going to feel loved anymore because you have realized your authentic self or you've decided to reveal it and they no longer know how to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to set yourself up for failure if you don't have to put it you don't have to be one of those people who goes on the first date and gives your whole entire life story. You don't have to be one of them. That's too much. But you don't have to try to hide the parts of yourself that you don't think someone wants to deal with. You have to give them the choice. You got to give them a choice.
You gotta give them something.
Yeah, because if they don't give you the choice, you're gonna be the first one whining and crying and oh, you know, you never cared about me, you didn't let me love you. No. If you're doing the same thing, how you gonna get mad at the other person?
Mm. Touche.
Right. Y'all gotta cut that out.
Yeah,
Just be
y'all
yourself.
definitely do.
Yeah, be
Please stop
yourself.
immediately.
Right.
Like, alrighty.
Okay.
Should the baby daddy speak for a woman in labor who asks for an epidural and tell her she can do it naturally.
Hmm. Or
Mm,
there's questions to this. Are you advocating for her because she wants to try to do it natural first? If you are, you can talk to her without
yes.
giving orders and commands. But if she's saying this is what she wants, it's no longer your business. Shut your mouth.
Well, in this particular scenario,
Okay.
this happened while the nurse who was explaining this story was on duty.
Mhm.
The woman was in labor.
Okay.
She was going through super extreme pain, and I guess initially she did try to do it naturally, and then she was like, "It's just too much. I need an epidural." And the guy at this point, the baby daddy, not even the husband, felt the need to
Ooh.
interject to tell her what she should be able to do with her body at this point in time, and she
No.
should be able to do it naturally because that's his child in there too. Sir, stop.
No.
Stop it. Until
No.
your goofy butt can give birth, you shut yourself on up.
Yeah, you need to keep your mouth
Stop it.
closed.
Because
Closed.
educating yourself and what the woman body goes through during child labor, like people have related it to 50 bones in your
It
body
is
breaking
the
at the
absolute.
same exact time.
Let me tell you something. The before I got to the point where I could get an epidural, that is the absolute worst pain I have ever been in. We're saving the whole story for another time, but I'm telling y'all, that is absolutely the worst thing you're ever going to experience.
I'm like, trust me,
Physically, the physical pain, because emotional pain, there's worse emotional pain, but the physical pain, there's nothing's ever going to top it.
women come near death giving birth,
Yeah,
and you can tell this woman she can't have an epidural
yeah.
because it's your
Some
child
of
in
us
there too. But
almost
also
die.
educate yourself on epidurals as well.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
do that
yes.
because you're losing your mind.
Yeah. No.
Um,
It's not your place to tell her what she can and cannot do with her body.
Absolutely. Until
No.
you can have a baby, you shut up.
Yep, when you can grow it and feed it and nurture it and push it out, you can tell me what you think I should do. Until then, shut
But
up.
this goes along with this little political BS we got going on in the United States right now.
Yeah.
Because it's election season and people trying to tell women what they can and cannot do with their bodies. People that have never been through child labor, bear the child or whatever, and potentially coming down to a woman and her child potentially dying because the only outlet that a woman would have, and yes, this is the educational portion, but I'm not going to get into politics on it,
Right.
but you would still have to wait on a doctor to potentially sign off on this, which it didn't work back in the 50s and 60s. I might have the wrong decade. We probably want to look that up. But I believe it was the 50s and 60s. Like they lost a lot of women in childbirth
Oh yeah.
due to the laws that are in place now
Oh yeah. Not even
or
in
will be in
childbirth. A lot of
place
them
in
too in
childbirth.
pregnancy
Like
before they even got to childbirth because they would not allow. Well,
no,
no,
it
it
was a
was.
lot of them. They made them carry stillborns for like
Well, actually,
long
no.
periods of
It
time.
was it was after the 60s because my mother used to tell me, I don't know if y'all ever got into this conversation, but she used to say when she was young, she remembered the back alley abortions and the women who died because they couldn't get care that they needed because men had decided it wasn't important enough. So that was in the 70s and 80s
No, but
cuz she was born in the
yeah.
60s. That
Well,
was
my
not
thing
that
is
long
this:
ago that women were
they try to
dying.
bring religion into it,
Yeah,
because we want to be Christians in America when like when it's convenient,
right.
not because that's what the Constitution was supposed to be built off of or
Right.
whatever.
Mm.
But okay, so now we want to conveniently call ourselves Christian and be Catholics and this and that. Okay, but I'm not even about to get into religion too much,
Yeah.
but there is a section in the Bible that talks about free will. So y'all
Uh-huh.
might want to go look at that as well, since we think that as men down here, well, the men in this country think that they have some type of will, and then the goofy women who claim that they Christians, but the free will portion of it. Well, if God wanted you to do this, my thing is this.
Yeah.
Once again, free will.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. He literally gave
Stop.
it to us. So, he gave us the
At the
free
end of
will.
the day, because essentially these laws that they have passed are going to have women dying at a higher clip during childbirth or before childbirth
Yeah.
because they can't get rid of the baby in time because you have to wait on somebody to make a decision
Yeah.
about whether or not they're
Yeah.
going to abort your pregnancy that could be terminal. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot to dig into that, but once again, we're not
Yeah, we're
politicians.
not getting into the
So
politics, but
I'm
we're
not
saying as
even
women, men don't belong making decisions about women's bodies. That's not even a political opinion. That's a we're women and we're telling y'all men shouldn't be making these decisions
you can't
at
make
least
decisions
without
about a body that you've never felt or been
right,
inside
and
a body
some of
you
them are
have
like
not
not
been.
even consulting or hearing women. Like there are women politicians who are trying to tell them and they're not even listening. Y'all need to
Because they
vote.
don't
Get more
care.
women in office.
They don't care. They just want to have control. And then my thing is this: if
Yeah, but y'all don't want to take care of them babies when you force these mothers to have these babies and they can't take care of them. Y'all don't want to take care of them.
our government not even set up for you
No.
to be able to handle and take care of them
No.
to a certain, I mean, to the bare minimum, yeah, you probably could. The barest of minimums.
Right.
Like,
No.
no.
Yeah, y'all no.
And then we'll be later on complaining about them living off of government assistance. Like, stop
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Um, Anywho,
Okay. What's next?
viral moment.
Okay.
This mom
Mm.
currently going viral for being mad at her 17-year-old daughter for not cooking for the 20-year-old brother.
Mm.
And I will say this. So in said video,
Okay.
the mother comes home. She asks the son, like, had he eaten? And he was like, no, she didn't cook for me. So I went there. He was like, the only thing I had to eat was cereal. Now,
Are
mind
your
you, this is
fingers
a
broken?
20-year old who's playing a video game, rolling up a blunt, this, that, and the third, whatever, like in the home. But you mad at your daughter. And here's the weirdness of it: for not treating your son like that's her husband.
That just made my eye twitch.
But
Mm.
the mom, clearly have been treating that boy like that is your husband. And yes, I'm finna call him a boy. Cause and I'm
Yeah.
not saying he necessarily was complaining that she didn't cook, but all I had was cereal already kind of like alluded to like how he felt about it.
Right.
She's in the house, she's a girl, she should have cooked me food.
No.
Um
What Neanderthal is raising them? Like that's a Neanderthal. Say you
the
woman me
mother
man.
the
You
mother
cook, I eat.
for
No.
making him feel like
No.
he's the king of the castle. Like,
No. No.
ma'am, you need to go find you a man.
Right.
Like, that's what you need to do.
Right. And a grown whatever your age is, man.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
You literally got mad at the daughter and was about to put her out of the house
Yeah, you're doing too much.
because she didn't cook for your son.
You about to put her out because she didn't cook dinner for her brother?
But it's a lot to unpack
My
here.
eye
Like
can't. This is making my eye twitch something terrible. Like
the
that's stop.
the
Sorry, y'all. The
mother
cat
daughter
is back.
dynamic in
Stop.
the black community, like, and then not even just in the black community, moms are more likely to kick their daughters out than the dad is.
Mm. Hmm.
Moms are more likely to kick their daughters out because of multiple reasons, especially in the black community. She being too fast, she getting kicked out. She come home pregnant unexpectedly, she getting kicked out. Um, yeah, I get how that little last one was a little bit like, well, she came home pregnant, maybe. Um, she got in trouble in school, she getting kicked out. Your son get in trouble in school, and he laid up in the house playing video games. He all on the internet, all on this and that. You had not kicked him out. Your daughter get in trouble in school. See, I done told you before. You got
That's
an attitude. Da da da. Like, they will kick girls out of the house a lot quicker than they will kick their sons out.
that's
Period.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Like, women will kick their daughters out at a higher clip.
I have heard a lot of instances of something exactly like that happening, and that's just sad. That's absolutely sad.
It is, and but I also feel like to a certain extent, like, I get the mother is pissed off, she's mad, but I feel like this is like a deeply rooted issue
Yeah.
between how women interact with other women, anyways. Like
True.
past a certain age, you interacting with your teenage daughter as though she's a grown woman.
Right, that's still a teenager. Like, that is still a young person. As
It's
your
the
child. Not
cattiness, the
even not
pettiness.
even just a young that's your child.
Like
Like,
how are you
what?
as a mom treating your daughter with the cattiness and the pettiness like that?
Yeah, I
She's not your
can't.
friend. She's your daughter.
Now there's a difference, like, when now there's a moment where your daughter becomes a teenager and she's sassy and you gotta fire back like that. But there is a difference between you dealing with someone who is a teenager and combating that and you treating them like a grown person when they are still a child. Like, there is a huge difference. 17, you're still a teenager. You're not even that's not someone who's even legally old enough to take care of herself yet. Come on now. Y'all doing too much. That's no. Way too much.
Bruh. I just don't understand it. Like how in society is this like
Acceptable.
acceptable? How's this a thing? And I'm pretty sure this is not the only household where stuff like this happens.
Right.
Because you want to be that super boy mom. I'm a boy mom. I'm a, ignore how my daughter feels. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like
that
you about to
term.
send another broken female out into the world because she'll probably be 18 soon
Right.
and got to go out into the world with whatever trauma you put on top of her.
Y'all have made that term boy mom toxic. It has become toxic. I can't.
No, and my thing is like I get it. Like some parents are going to be closer in relation to with their relationship than other kids.
Yeah.
They don't, as a parent, no parent wants to say like I'm a favorite my child, one child over the other. But naturally, personalities happen.
Right.
Some kids' personalities in the household gonna be, they either gonna mess with one parent or the other. Usually is what happens.
Right. Here comes the cat, y'all. Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Get down.
Um,
She's
but
been super, super clingy for the
that's
last
pretty
couple
much
days.
all I had for Trish today.
Mm.
So like, comment, share,
Subscribe.
hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube.
Yep.
Um,
Check us out, Spotify, Amazon Music.
yep,
And if you're listening, like we said before at the beginning, follow us. Find us on YouTube if you want to watch our reaction videos. They're pretty funny.
yep.
Black and white normal spelling of reacts is REACZ.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.